So this is a compilation video of all of my biggest hits in February, or the ones that I haven't already uploaded. Apologies, as usual. I've been playing in February a lot of Wild Catch, so we start with a Wild Catch video, mainly because it served me quite well in the tournament. I was trying something different at the time, trying to do the highest volatility spins to see if I could frame a bit better in the LV weekend tournament, and you'll see by the end of this clip that it worked out quite well for me. So you can see the wilds just creeping in there, so and with 11 on the reels you already know it's going to get up to a times 25 multiplier. And, yep, I don't tend to pick this one anymore. I tried for about 200 bonuses on this one to see, and I think the biggest one I had was this one. I had a couple of the 300x bonuses, but I've had much bigger bonuses in the medium volatility one. You should see on the next spin, as it comes in, you'll see my place on the leaderboard jump up, because it obviously knows what the spins per, and there I am, all the way at the top with 364x, which you can see ends in 2 days. I think I probably played this quite early on, probably in the very early on the Friday morning. Put me top of the leaderboard and I stayed there, so I also got 350 quid cash from the tournament. The next few clips are me playing on this another fish related game, and it's called Salmon Catch. It's a murky game, really peculiar, but for some reason I really like it, and I tend to play it on either 5, 3 or 1 lines, and you get the bonus. If you hit the bears, you get a respin and it collects the fish, and you can see I'm only on 10p. I do tend to play this quite small stake, but I've had some quite good hits out of it, especially when playing 1 line and the bears line up across the middle. It hits quite big. Yeah, so the reason I've left this one in there is because it is, even though it's only on 10p, it is a 300 or 360 odd X hit. I haven't dared to play this game at high stake yet. I think 20p or so. I think if you've watched the videos on my channel, you've probably already seen this. I got the coast to coast respins on about my 3rd bonus on East Coast, West Coast. It just come out. I've seen quite a few other people play it, and most of the streamers I watch seem to get it quite easily, and sure enough, same for me. It just rolls in the 5 bonus symbols and gives me the coast-to-coast respins. I think it's about 420x to buy outright, and it pays quite well. I've since gone to the No Limit website and bought it a few times to see if I got lucky at the time, and yeah, quite a lot of the times when you buy it for 420x you get a lot less than that. Annoyingly, it tends to give you the shitter side. I think it's the East Coast, or the West Coast side, sorry, which are the modifiers up top, and they don't pay anywhere near as the X-Ways replicator. And I think the majority of the time I got the West Coast modifiers, which kind of meant it didn't pay as well as it could have. So all in, it paid just short of 500x, which is more than it would have cost to get the bonus buy. Weirdly, after getting this, I haven't played the game since. I think I will, because it's one of the better No Limit games for base game play and bonuses. Quite interesting. Some of the other ones are just too high volatile. Incidentally, when I first played Deadwood, the first two bonuses I had were a shootout which triggered in the bonus, and then a shootout triggered organically with the 3 scatters and the 2 free spin symbols on the side. I've never had a decent hit on Deadwood, so I was probably right not to play this again after having the super bonus. Maybe I need to give San Quentin a go, see if I can hit 5 on that quite early on. like I've done a lot of the other No Limit games, never to play them again. Not sure who that was coughing in the background there. That's on the video. I don't normally have my microphone in when, unless I was watching something on YouTube at the time.
Feel the power.
I think I was listening to a football match at the time. So apologies for that bit in the background. Yeah, with the dual screen I tend to do other stuff at the same time as playing. Sadly captured the annoying noises.
17-year-old Joe Gray. You put him on, and he almost got you back in it. I mean, he gave you a foothold at least. But just on Joe Gray in general, I mean, he is a player that is so highly thought of at Hartlepool United, and a lot of people have high hopes for him, and I know you're one of those as well. How big a part can he play between now and the end of the season, especially when he's got the likes of when he's got the likes of Rhys Oates and Luke Armstrong in front of him?
Yeah, of course he can play a big part. Listen, for me, this season, which again sometimes you forget. Yeah, he's 17. He's a young and he's a baby. He's a second year scholar. He's not even first year pro age yet. He's worked his socks off. He's been great, and he's a real part of the group on merit. And he'll continue to work hard. We'll continue to work with him, and hopefully with, I suppose, natural sort of growth, and us working with him, getting more physical, getting more up to the physical demands of what this league is. But we believe he's got a chance. He's got a chance because he's really, really willing. He wants to listen, and he works hard, and will back himself. So delighted for him to get a goal. Hopefully the first of many. As you say, my expectations, and I spoke to Joe about this really. My expectations.
So just short of 200x.
Anything we get for
a bit frustrated with a high multiplier, but from that straight back into another one on a better stake, 80p. I do love Survivor. I think it is the most underrated BTG game that nobody seems to play. Can give great base game hits. Tends to wager really well. Get a lot of play time for your money, and every 10 bonuses or so, the multipliers get up, and it does give a decent hit. Although, when the multipliers start getting up into double figures, they do tend to vanish and go missing in the bonus. But it only takes one hit, and if that king connected there, that would have been quite decent. So this one, I was trying to cheat my way in a tournament. I was playing on 20p ago and I held the reels and kept spinning until I hit the 500x line, hoping it would put me top or somewhere up the leaderboard. Sadly, because of the amount it cost per spin, it literally counted as a 16.5x multiplier win, so it didn't put me anywhere up on the board, but it was still a bit of a profit, even though I was risking quite a lot per spin. In the future, I know not to try that trick to cheat the tournament. So this is a really weird one. Again, playing in tournaments as I always do. I was currently third, which would have got me 50 free spins, and the guy was just ahead of me, was only a few points ahead, and it was on LV, so I think 40p is 1 point, 80p is 3 points, £1.20 is 4, if you play a £2 a spin it's 7 points, so we've both clearly been playing quite low spins, probably 40p a spin to get 1 point per go, and I thought a minute before the tournament ends I'll whack it up to £2 a spin, and then I'll get 7 points per spin and easily overtake him. I get the 75 free spins. I didn't end up beating him because on £2 a spin it hit the bonus, and yeah, pays quite well. I was pretty happy. I think the misses rang towards the end of this bonus, so I had to turn the volume down, but yeah, I'd never had the bonus on this, and very happy to get it on £2 a spin, and it actually paid quite well. Yeah, so I think on a big mega ways, if you could get them wilds in another reel or so, this could go absolutely off. But I don't think you don't tend to see many people play it, and I've never played it since because it just took so long to bonus, and I just got lucky. It landed on £2 a spin rather than the 40p I was playing it on. You get a lot of spins for your money when them wilds keep hitting. When this landed, I seriously hoped I'd hit that 50 quid, quite a few more spins to try and get 2 more silver coins. I think that was on one spin for about 5 minutes there. Sadly, didn't get the final silver coin for the 50 quid, but not a bad payout. Over 300x and set me up quite a nice balance to get a few more wins from. And no surprise if Happy Holidays is going to be in, it's going to be a big win. It is hot mode. You can see the screen frost up there, which means I've got hot mode. Sadly, and I didn't realise at the time until about 2 spins in, because I wasn't paying attention, that I actually had hot mode. Previously, when the game booted into hot mode, it plays one tune for majority of bonuses you get, and when you get hot mode it used to play a different nice bell ringing tune. Sadly, with the HTML5 upgrade they've got rid of that tune, so I think twice I've had it now where I didn't even notice it was hot mode at the time because I listed out for the tune and it didn't come in. I'm still trying to get hot mode on Terminator 2 since they did the HTML5 upgrade to see if it still does the flames, but this is my 7th hot mode on this, and it's yeah, it comes around about once every 70 or 80 bonuses, but this is the lowest hot mod I've ever had. It's a bit of a weak one, but still nice and welcome for a quick bonus. So I came across this game, Shamrock Holmes Megaways, and played it, and I think for about the first 2,000 spins I had on it, I didn't hit a single bonus. When I finally did, it paid about 10x, and I just thought, never playing that again. and then it started appearing on a lot of the tournaments, so I thought I'd give it another go. Sadly, in the tournaments it tends to be on LV and Energy, and they only have the 94% lower RTP version, but on that one, weirdly, I've done much better and had quite a few good hits in the tournament, and won some extra money. And after that 2,000 spins without a bonus, it did tend to start throwing them in quite quickly. I was getting a bonus every 50 spins, so it does make up for it in the end. Apparently this can pay up to 28,000x, which I think is a bit of a stretch, but I have started seeing it appear in the Kasumo list of top wins, which only shows games that give out wins of 2,000x that month, and it's appeared quite a few times on their list now, so it does go off and give big bonuses every so often. This is a simple 200 odd X bonus, which pushed me up the leaderboard a little bit. So this bonus wasn't long after the previous one, still in the same tournament. It's not quite paid as big as the other one, but you can tell from the balance when the bonus started that two bonuses pretty close together, one 200x and one not far off. I think I'd quickly, because I was playing on the other screen, video slots, and I quickly switched this in as well because I'd deposited 30 quid at the video slots to play Chaos Crew. I'd never played it before. I'd seen other people get bonuses and just thought I fancied a bonus on it myself. First bonus on it, only played 40p a go just to give it a chance in the hope that I could get a bonus, and this comes in. The first and last time I've ever played it as well, and like quite a few of the other No Limit games that I've had big 5x hits on quite early, I've I've kind of hit and run, gone in, got the big bonus, and thought, well, no point playing that again because I'll get bugger all off it, which is probably the wrong way to think about it. I got lucky and the arcade all the big bonuses and I could get one again, but yeah, I'll go back to it again at some point. I just find games like this just absolutely rape me balance, but the 20x come in there and just no effort at all, just smashes it up. At that point, you just think, just give me another 2x multiplier on that reel, and well laughing. I think I'll revisit this game again in the future, because yeah. Though again, when this came out, I saw quite a few of the streamers hit big on it early. I've seen them go back quite a few times and then bemoan how shit a game it is now. But yeah, 10 quid in to get that bonus, and yeah, it's a crazy game. I'm quite surprised to see these Bonanza hits every time I make a video and go back through some of my footage, because Bonanza just seems to rape me these days, and you kind of forget that not long ago, only in February and in the January hits, I was getting quite a few Bonanza bonuses that were paying 200x, and I can't even get a bonus on it these days. So playing Bucket Dead in the PokerStars daily tournaments, I think this will have been. Yeah, 20p minimum stake. There's a 100x line win. Brilliant tournaments. Sadly, I haven't been able to play PokerStars this month for some reason. They've cancelled my account until I do a ID and address check. They have the worst support I've ever come across. Each email takes 4 to 5 days to respond, and something that would be a couple of hours on another casino has taken almost a month now. So I'm missing these tournaments at the moment, but I think I'm on the last few days, and the next email will satisfy them. Kind of frustrating because a lot of the other casinos I've played at, obviously naturally they can do ID and address check through your credit agencies now. But the ones that do request will normally take a couple of hours or a day to respond. PokerStars, every email, back and forth, another 4 days. So when they request a little bit more information, basically your account's locked for a month. Miss these tournaments, yeah, they're really good. 20p a spin, and if you can get 400 or 500x in your 100 spins, you do tend to win a little bit of money. I think one of the times I fared quite well in the tournament, finished about 60 something, I got about £104 once it was translated from American dollars. Yeah, and the other good thing about PokerStars is on the play and go games is it doesn't show you coin sizes, it just simply shows you the amount you've won. So you can see now 20p spin, £37, rather than trying to figure out from the coin sizes how much you've won. And it basically works over 100 consecutive spins. It tots up your score. I don't know why they do the score the way they do. So basically you can knock off the 3 zeros, and that's how many X you've got. So you can see my high score at that moment in time was 29,890, which meant I hit 29.89x. Sorry, 290.89x during that 100 spins. I think they probably add on the extra digits just in case somebody's got a really close score, and the point of an X will then count. When they locked my account, they said it's because I'd played, even though no money had been lost, that I was actually up on the site, and they said playtime had been too long. To be honest, I hadn't even played that long. I'd probably played an hour, 2 hours per day in these tournaments. So if you do play with PokerStars, just be wary if you haven't had the security checks yet, because when they do lock your account and start doing the checks, it will take quite a long time to get reinstated. So why have I included this one? It's a bit of a weird one. Triple Da Vinci Diamonds. I know Quadruple Da Vinci Diamonds has just come out. I haven't played it myself yet. It's, for all intents and purposes, this is a terrible game. I only started playing on it because somebody mentioned that it was quite good for wagering, and it's got a really weird RTP setting. It starts off at 90%, and as you build up the more play, it gets better, and it eventually hits 97% RTP. You start off with single symbols, and the more you play, the more double and triple symbols you open. It's not based around the stake you play on, which is a bit crazy. It's actually based around physical monetary value through the machine. So if you play in the min stake 40p, it'll take you absolutely ages to unlock the symbols. If you play at max stake 80 quid a spin, then you'll unlock the symbols very quickly. I've currently got the female that you see on screen there open to triple, and I'm halfway up to opening the guy symbol to triple. And having now worked out the monetary value that has cost, basically to open the guy to triple symbols you have to have put £10,000 through the machine, and to open the Mona Lisa triple lady you have to have put £50,000 through the machine in monetary value before it opens and finally hits that 97% RTP setting. So I'm never going to complete it, and the only reason I showed you this is because in about £6,000 worth of money, this is the first 100x hit I've had on it. But you can see therefore why it's good for wagering. Annoyingly, my Wheel of Fortune Megaway bonuses have vanished, but this is one of the few hits I had where I got the double 7 of a kind wilds come in. The other time it hit one more purple over, and it absolutely goes off. Not a massive win, but for a base game hit, it's quite impressive. I'm annoyed my other footage is gone because I had quite a few good bonuses on it. Every time I get a bonus, it seems to re-trigger. Not paying necessarily much money, but yeah, quite an interesting game. Back on PokerStars, doing the 20p spins in the tournament again. So not an amazing amount of big hits and not a massive stakes, but the month was quite good to me. Even though I didn't get as many 200x hits, I fared quite well with cash outs. Probably about even overall, which is